Imagine waking up one morning and the money in your pocket is worth less than the paper it's printed on. Not metaphorically, not gradually, overnight. This actually happened in one of the most advanced economies in the world, and the people who lived through it said they never saw it coming. The year is 1919. Germany has just lost World War I. The Treaty of Versailles has handed the country a bill it cannot pay. War reparations, territorial losses, national humiliation. The German government faces an impossible choice: raise taxes on a population already broken by war, or print money. They chose to print. At first, it worked. Unemployment stayed low. The economy kept moving. Nobody panicked, but the printing never stopped. And by 1921, the first tremors began. By 1923, one US dollar was worth 4 trillion German marks. Let that number sit for a moment. 4 trillion. Workers were paid twice a day, because prices rose so fast that morning wages were worthless by afternoon. People burned banknotes for heat, because paper money was cheaper than firewood. A loaf of bread that cost 250 marks in January 1923 cost 200 billion marks by November of the same year. Restaurants stopped printing menus because the price changed between ordering and eating. The life savings of an entire generation wiped out, not by war, not by flood, not by famine, by a printing press running 24 hours a day. But here's the question nobody asks: who actually benefited from this? Because hyperinflation doesn't destroy all wealth equally. Those who held physical assets, land, factories, gold, foreign currency, watched their relative wealth explode as the currency collapsed around them. Those who held debt saw it evaporate. A mortgage worth a fortune in 1919 was worth nothing by 1923. The German government itself quietly inflated away its war debts. The middle class, the teachers, the doctors, the engineers, who held savings in marks, lost everything, and into that vacuum of destroyed savings and broken trust stepped extremists with simple answers. The Weimar hyperinflation didn't just destroy an economy, it destroyed the social fabric that holds a democracy together. And here's the part that should make every person alive today pay attention. The decisions that caused Weimar hyperinflation were not made by evil people. They were made by desperate people facing impossible choices, who chose the path of least short-term resistance: print money, delay the pain, hope the problem solves itself. Since 1971, since the gold standard ended, every major economy on Earth has operated on a system where money can be created without limit by political decision. The U.S. Federal Reserve's balance sheet went from $900 billion in 2008 to nearly $9 trillion by 2022. That is not a Weimar comparison. The mechanisms are different. The scale is different. But the underlying question is exactly the same. At what point does trust in a currency run out? Germany found that answer in 1923. History doesn't repeat, but it does rhyme. The Weimar collapse ended when Germany introduced a new currency, the Rentenmark, backed by land instead of gold. Within months, stability returned. The hyperinflation stopped almost overnight, because in the end, currency is only worth what people believe it is worth. And at the moment that belief breaks, everything breaks with it. Subscribe if this changed how you see money, because the next episode goes even deeper into the moments in financial history that nobody warned us about until it was too late. Ew.